Let's talk about the Synido Live Dock USB audio interface. This small, handy-dandy interface is perfect for your live streams or on-the-go music production. Let's take a look what's in the box and the features that you get with this audio interface. In the box, you get the audio interface, obviously, the pamphlet that comes with it that tells you all about how to connect this device. You also get a 3.5mm to 3.5mm audio cable. It also has a 6.5mm adapter for connecting into a mixer or something like that. And you also get a USB-C to Lightning converter. So for people that don't have a USB-C on their phone, like me, I've still got the old iPhone 13. You can use this adapter to plug in to your phone to give you audio compatibility with this great little interface. Looking at the back of this audio interface, let's start off with this USB-C pass-through power connector. Simply means that you can attach some power to this interface and it's going to basically pass through the power to the device that you've got connected to. Great for keeping your device charged. To the left of that, you have your line input. Now, it's not a microphone input, so you're going to have to take a feed either from a mixer or another device. I'm going to show you later how I'm going to be using my wireless microphone setup to drive this input into the interface. Then you've got the actual volume control for the line input, which is pretty cool. And then on the left of that, you've got something called loopback. And what that means is that this will enable you to record whatever is being captured on the system audio. So you press this button, and if you've got some audio playing on your device that you've got the interface connected to, you can actually record that. So a Skype call, gameplay, any audio that's being played on your device will be captured from this as well. So it's a great way of mixing all this together. To the right of the USB interface, you've got your headphone jack. Simple pair of headphones, plug it in there and you'll be able to listen to what's going on from the interface itself. The volume control is next to the headphone jack. And then finally, you've got this direct monitoring button here. You can press that and you will get a zero latency monitoring to listen to whatever's being played from the line input perspective. You can disable that if you don't want to hear the line input as well. So it gives you some options in how to mix. On the top of the device, this is actually a Bluetooth button. So that means that you can click this once and you can pair this with a Bluetooth device. So that means you can bring in yet another audio source to this interface. So if you count them up, basically you have the Bluetooth, which is one audio source. You've got the line input, which is a second audio source. And the third audio source could be your loopback from your gameplay, as I mentioned, or whatever is playing on your system. So let me show you how I've got this set up on mine, and I'll just show you this configuration and show you how it works. So let me show you how I've got all this set up at the moment. Over here, I've got my Mac, which is basically running Ecamm, which I'm using just to record this entire video right now, but I'm also going to be using it as the workflow for configuring and setting up this. But you can use anything. You can use GarageBand, you can use Audacity, whatever audio interface software you're using, your DAW, it's entirely up to you. This is designed to be portable. You can use this with your iPad. I'm just going to be using it right now with my Mac. So let me show you how I'm going to set this up. So I'm going to take the interface, I'm going to plug it into the USB-C port here. I'm just going to wait. There's no software, by the way, or any firmware that you need to update on this device. It's basically plug and play. I did ask Synido whether there is any firmware updates or any software that you need to play with, and basically it's just plug and play. There's no updates that you need to do. So when you get it out of the box, it should run and work straight away. Down here at the bottom, you can see that I've picked the Synido Live Dock. Now, right now, there's nothing connected to it. I'm first of all going to connect with the line input my microphone setup. And I've got here the Hollyland Lark 2 microphones. It comes with an actual audio interface here, which is going to pair to the mics. So I'm just going to take the output from this device here, as you can see, and I'm just going to plug it into the line input of the Synido, which is that. Now, you're not going to hear anything right now coming through on here. I'm just going to connect my microphone up, just going to plug it in. I'm going to connect it to my shirt like that. Okay, so this is now paired with the Hollyland Lark. And you can see straight away on here that I'm getting audio from there. I'm just going to switch to this audio now to let you hear what it sounds like. So the audio you're hearing right now is coming from the Hollyland Lark M2 microphone going into the Synido audio interface and being recorded right here on my Mac. So that's basically what it sounds like directly into the interface. I can turn up the line input here. I'm going to turn it too much. It's on full at the moment. So you will have to listen to what's going on. I could plug my headphones in right now, which I'll do in a second, so I can actually hear what's happening to make sure it's not too loud. You'll notice that if I press the button on the volume control here, it's basically going to flash red, which means I'm at my peak volume. And if I turn it down, you'll hear that the volume is getting less and less on the audio itself. So I'm just going to keep it around sort of halfway, where it hits around sort of 70% here on the audio meter. So let me plug in some headphones. I will be right back. All right, I've got my headphones, and when I press this button here on the left-hand side, which is the audio monitoring, I can now hear myself through this mic. So it gives me in here monitoring on whatever audio source that you're plugging into here, which is really good. So imagine if you're playing music and things like that, you can actually have sort of zero latency monitoring for whatever line input is going into this interface. So that's pretty cool. So right now we've just got one audio source, which is the microphone. I'm now going to start playing some music on the Mac, and I'm going to go back over here. So I've got Creator Mix, not sponsored, music from the web, which is free music that you can use in your live streams. If you notice on the Mac right now, I'm just going to change the audio interface to the Synido Live Dock. So this means that what I'm able to do is I could now capture system audio from my Mac, which will be pushed into here, which will then be recorded into Ecamm Live. But again, if you're doing a live stream, this audio could be routed to your gameplay or anything like that, which is cool. So the button is off at the moment. So if I press the button, when it's red and flashes red on the left-hand side, it just simply means that the loopback has been disabled. So let's just play. Now I can hear the music because obviously it's playing into the interface and I'm monitoring it via my headphones, but you can't. Now, as soon as I hit this button, you should now hear both me and the Creator Mix music that's being played in the background. Now, I can obviously adjust the volume here. I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. So now you can hear the beautiful tones of the music playing in the background. Just going to pause that for a second. So two audio sources, microphone, and now actual loopback capture from your system device going into the interface. Now, there is another option. We're going to now pair this device with my phone and play some more royalty-free music. So let's get that set up in a second. All right, so let's pair my phone via Bluetooth to the Synido audio interface. Let's show you how that works. I've already paired my phone before, so you just click the button once. It's a Bluetooth button, starts flashing. There you go, it's already paired. You heard the little beep, so that's cool. So now my phone is actually connected to this interface. I'm just going to bring up my lazy lo-fi tunes here on Upbeat, and I'm just going to press play. And you can hear that I'm playing some tunes. On my phone, you can still hear me, and we've got two audio sources connected. And then if I go over to the Mac and start playing the other stuff, you can see that now that's playing. I'll just pause the phone. So you can see that we can have up to 3 audio sources connected to this great little interface. So we've got the loopback, so that's the system audio, Bluetooth, which is my phone, and the microphone connected via the line input. How easy and simple is that? What a great little interface. Another use case for this handy dandy little interface is that I can use it to connect to my phone. Now, I don't have a USB-C on my phone. I don't have a headphone socket. And for example, if I had a nice pair of headphones that weren't actually Bluetooth, then I could use this interface to connect my headphones to it. So let's quickly do that. So you can see that I've got my interface here. It comes with a USB-C to Lightning, as I mentioned, Lightning connector, boom, straight into the phone like that. I'm going to plug my headphones in, and then now I've got the option to basically play my music through my headphones. Works very simple, super easy, and again, plug and play. And this interface is so small, you can take it with you anywhere. You can actually plug it into your iPad. I will be doing another video on this at some point and how this can be used with Camo Studio for the iPad, for example. But it's just a great, simple interface that you can set up and get up and running within a few minutes. So as you can see, there are a ton of different possibilities that you can use this little interface with, and for the price and the quality, it's really good. And if you just want to start playing on your musical instrument, plug in a guitar, plug in a keyboard like I've got or something like that, and you want a simple, very no frills interface to start recording, then I would recommend the Synido Live Dock interface. That's it for now. Tell me if you have one of these devices or you're considering buying one. What interfaces do you use? If you've got any questions, bang them down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.